Well, good morning, church. Today we're going to apply Proverbs chapter 3. And we're really going to be applying the whole chapter, but I'm going to read to you what we've been going over the last couple of days. So let me read again from Proverbs chapter 3, starting at verse 21. My son, do not lose sight of these. Keep sound wisdom and discretion, and they will be life for your soul and adornment for your neck. Then you will walk on your way securely, and your foot will not stumble. You will lie down and you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. Do not be afraid of sudden terror or the ruin of the wicked when it comes. For the Lord will be your confidence and will keep your foot from being caught. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in your power to do it. Do not say to your neighbor, go and come again tomorrow and I will give it, when you have it with you. Do not plan evil against your neighbor who dwells trustingly beside you. Do not contend with a man for no reason, when he has done you no harm. Do not envy a man of violence, and do not choose any of his ways. For the devious person is an abomination to the Lord, but the upright are in his confidence. The Lord's curse is on the house of the wicked, but he blesses the dwelling of the righteous. Towards the scorners, he is scornful, but to the humble, he gives favor. The wise will inherit honor, but the fools get disgrace. Well, church, again, to apply this, to understand it right, we had to understand all of the proverb. To apply it right, we have to understand the whole proverb to be able to apply this section. So the first section was my relationship with the Lord, remembering his steadfast love, remembering his faithfulness to his own covenant of love, remembering that and focusing my attention on that so that I will trust him with all my heart and lean not on my own understanding. And then when I'm doing that, I will trust him with the first fruits of my wealth. I'll trust him with money. I'll trust him and not despise his disciplining hand. So that is my relationship with the Lord. That is how I need to remember the Lord. And when I do that, when I have that in mind, then I need to act according to that knowledge. I need to walk in a certain way. Why? Because wisdom is life. Wisdom is walking in the fullness of life that God is drawing you into. And so the knowledge I have of God and the ability to walk according to that knowledge, which is wisdom, is the life that I need, the life that comes. And when he says, my son, don't lose sight of these, that's what he's talking about. Because why did he say that? Because he's about to tell you about all the things you can see. He's about to talk about the people that live next door, the money you owe to those other people. He's about to tell you all those things. And our tendency is to focus on those things. And say, if I just act right towards these people will act right towards me. And I put it on a human plane. Can't do that. As soon as you do that, the wisdom is gone. It's gone. I'm not remembering the Lord. I'm not walking according to the knowledge that I have from the Lord. I'm looking at it from a merely human, earthly perspective. So he says, son, don't lose sight of these. Don't forget these. As soon as I move from this spiritual stuff to this physical stuff, you're going to lose sight. Don't lose sight of the spiritual insights as you're looking at the practical things that I'm about to tell you to do. Don't lose sight of them. Why? Keep sound wisdom and discretion. Keep them. Keep this knowledge of the Lord and acting rightly according to the knowledge of the Lord. There'll be life to your soul. They'll give you life so that you can do these things that I'm about to show you. They're an adornment for your neck. The life that is in your soul will allow you to act in the way that I'm about to tell you to act. And so don't lose sight of these things. Don't lose sight, church. As you're trying to figure out how to be obedient and try to walk right in the Lord, and you start focusing on the practical part of this life, you're going to lose sight of who he is, his steadfast love, his faithfulness, and all of those things. And acting rightly according to that knowledge, and acting rightly then will give me the life to be able to do this. So if you're wondering why you feel dry in your doings, maybe it's you're not remembering. So don't neglect them. Don't lose sight of them. Pull them in. Why? Because when you do, you walk securely. You can lie down and not be afraid. You won't be afraid of sudden terror and all the stuff that's going on in the world, the political upheaval, the fires, the socioeconomic issues, the pandemic, all of this stuff, you'll have confidence. Let the Lord discipline the land. Let the Lord's discipline, let me not despise it. Let me not be weary of his reproof. Isn't it easy to grow weary and say, Lord, how much longer is this going to take? But when we remember these things and we look out there at the world and we're trying to figure out how to walk right, and all of a sudden we go, okay, if the Lord burns down my house and takes all my family and all my treasures, I won't despise his discipline. I will still act right and walk right. His steadfast love, his faithfulness demand it of me, because he is God and I am not. So I won't be in fear. I won't be in dread of those terrors, for my confidence will be in the Lord. The Lord, Yahweh, is my confidence. I only need him. I only have him. And when I do, my foot won't be caught. I won't be caught in the snare. I won't be caught in the snare of looking at the earth and trying to figure it out. I won't be in that snare. I won't withhold good from whom it's due when it's in my power to do it. So when I have the strength and the power to do good towards people, I will just do it, because I'm honoring the Lord with it. I'm doing what the Lord would have me do in the midst of it. And then it starts dealing with this neighbors. I'm not going to plan evil. I'm not going to contend with him for no reason. I'm going to be good to him, and I'm not going to argue with him. I'm going to live at peace with him. I won't envy violence, because I won't be trying to get what I want my own way. I won't be an abomination to the Lord, but I'm going to be drawn into his confidence, his counsel, and the way he says the things work in the world. So I won't use my strength and my power, my might, my violence to get what I want. I'll just draw into the Lord. The Lord's curse remains on those who don't do this. He's blessed the dwellings of the righteous. So, church, draw into remembering the Lord. And as you remember the Lord, act right according to that knowledge, and you'll be acting in wisdom. It'll give you life to be able to do these things that we're talking about here. Towards the scorner, he is scornful. If you listen to this and you go, no way, then don't expect any blessing from the Lord. He will turn and do the same to you. And as he turns and does the same to you, it'll be a discipline. Don't despise his discipline. Well, to the humble, he gives favor. If you humble your hand to the steadfast love and faithfulness of the Lord, if you humble yourself to trust in the Lord, if you honor him with the first fruits, and you don't get tired of his reproof, but you're always looking to act in the right way, well, then you are the humble one, and grace will be yours. Favor will be yours. He will bless you, not because you're doing it. You'll be blessed because you're doing it. The grace that you have received is the evidence of being able to carry these things out. You receive grace, and grace has humbled you, and that humbling gives you more grace. Well, the wise will inherit honor. The fools will get disgrace. We talked about that a little bit yesterday, about the end of being called out as wise at the last day and the last judgment, the largest honor that you could possibly have. And not being called out, but being cast into the lake of fire will be the largest disgrace that you could ever possibly have. Seek honor from the Lord by being humble, remembering his steadfast love and his faithfulness, trusting in him, and acting according to that knowledge. That is the best thing you can do towards the Lord. Church, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.